A very warm welcome to the AFC Champions League group coming to you from the Saitama Stadium in the north of Tokyo in Japan. It's the round of 16 knockout stage in the Eastern region, and we have got a match between the hosts of the Eastern region matches, URAWA Reds against JOHOR DARUL Taksim. Beautiful playing conditions, 28 degrees, 61% humidity, a little bit of wind coming right to left or down the ground towards that red knot of fans in this stadium. It does act as a little bit of a tunnel, so there is a little bit of wind for the players to think about, but otherwise conditions are absolutely perfect for the final of the 4 round of 16 matches taking place here in Saitama. Earlier on today, we had a wonderful result for Thailand's BG Pathum United, a 4-0 thumping of Kitchi to make it through to the knockout stages. The draw will take place tomorrow. They will join Vissel Kobe, 3-2 victors over Yokohama Marinos at this venue last night, and also Jeonbuk Motors, the Korean team. That is the packed home support. Technically, this is a JOHOR DARUL Taksim home match. Then they will be in the dugout away to the left. They've got a little group of fans away to the right and in the executive boxes beneath my commentary position. But otherwise, they are a home team playing way away from home, and it does promise to be a cauldron. Can't be a full house today. COVID restrictions still in place in Japan, so it's 50% capacity. And many restrictions on those who are in the venue, but that won't affect anything on the playing surface and on the playing condition. The pitch is in perfect condition, and I can reveal some really big news as far as the Malaysian champions are concerned. They are going to be giving a debut to Jordi Amat, who came to them from Belgian football, but he's got good experience having played in the English Premier League with Swansea City, and he will make his debut either at centre-back or in the heart of midfield for JOHOR DARUL Taksim. This venue was made for the 2002 World Cup and has been used as recently as the Olympic Games. Many fine occasions have taken place here. In fact, URAWA have twice won the AFC Champions League in front of their home fans. So it is something of a fortress for the Reds. But they've not been in great form so far this season. They're only 7th in their domestic league, although they have improved recently, won 6-0 at the weekend. And last week they qualified for the semi-finals of the J-League Cup, so they're just beginning to hit a little bit of form. As for JOHOR DARUL Taksim, well, they have won every game since they qualified for this round of 16 clash. That famous 2-1 victory over Ulsan. Last kick of the match at an ecstatic Iskander Stadium, Sultan Ibrahim Stadium in Johor. Remarkable result, remarkable night. And those little knot of fans will remember tonight, but I'm sure they will remember very much that famous night in April in Johor. But they're massively outnumbered. Promised to be a vibrant atmosphere. It was a great welcome for URAWA, and a little bit of confusion for the home fans when URAWA had to go and do their warm-ups away at the other end of the pitch as the designated away team. Such are the vagaries, though, of playing in a single venue. It's now the calm before the storm. For Johor, an opportunity to make a real statement. They do come into this match probably very much as second favourites. The venue is against them, plus the experience of URAWA, as well as winning the AFC Champions League on 2 occasions. They were runners-up to Al Hilal in 2019. And while they've only won the J-League once, they're consistently in the top end of the table and qualified for this season's competition, courtesy of winning the Emperor's Cup last season. However, as the teams begin to make their way out, the introductions are there. The Saitama Stadium, home of the Reds, a stadium almost worth a goal start for the home team amidst a frustrating domestic season URAWA hope to use this home advantage to full effect. AFC Champions League round of 16 clash against the ambitious Malaysian champions JOHOR Darul Taksim. Twice URAWA have lifted the AFC Champions League in front of these fans. Today their ambition, a more modest one, progression into the quarter-finals. But Malaysia's JOHOR are in brand new territory, a famous victory over Ulsan, propelling them to the knockout stages for the first time. But despite winning the league title back home for 8 straight seasons, they come into this game as underdogs and missing suspended talisman Leandro Velasquez. But also were favourites to beat JOHOR too, and their nickname of the Southern Tigers is really well earned. This is JOHOR Darul Taksim versus URAWA Reds, AFC Champions League round of 16, coming to you right now. Nacho Inter will make a return to the JDT lineup, having missed much of the last 2 months of the season. Look though at the bottom there, Jordi Amat will be making his debut as well. The man who scored all the goals, Bergson de Silva, 25 goals in all competitions so far. It could be a 4 at the back, of 4-4-2. Hector Badelio though has followed in from Benjamin Mora's choice. He does like to try to play 3 at the back, and it's a very, very flexible formation. Chris Beatsman, Australia, 37-year-old, is the man in charge today. 46 yellow cards, 2 red cards in his last 10 matches. Been an international referee for 10 years. He will be assisted by the VAR officials, Sean Evans and Alex King, who are down in the basement looking for any misdemeanors. As for URAWA Reds, Shosaku Nishikawa is the captain of a team who will line up in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Players to look out for: David Moberg Karlsson, the Swedish player who'll operate on the right-hand side. He's got 10 goals in all competitions this season. Also Alexander Scholz, who signed from Midtjylland in Denmark, but had a very, very good career with Standard Liège before making the move over to the J-League. On the bench for JOHOR, there's the likes of Safir Rashid, Mohamedou Samera and Ramadan Saifullah, and Hazwan Bakri should they need the goals. Sakine Akimoto, they are used to scoring big goals, and Ataru Izaka is normally coming on, probably for Yoshio Kozumi. 5 substitutes allowed in this match, and there must be a result tonight. Extra time and penalties if needs be. Atmosphere building up very, very nicely, and it's a sea of red. Fans were here from about 3 o'clock this afternoon, laying out red shirts and red banners for just about everybody who's in the URAWA end and side of the stadium, to make sure they are bedecked in the designated away side's colour for JOHOR. Well, they can look back on a remarkable away record. You've got to go back to March 2019 since JOHOR were beaten in an away match. They have lost in neutral venues, but it's a long run, over 40 matches away from home, and they've developed a crucial knack of scoring some late winners in big games. So whilst they are underdogs, do not write off the 8-time Malaysian champions. Let's see how they can cope with the cauldron that is the Saitama Stadium. It will be JOHOR in the red and blue, the Southern Tigers, to get us underway. Nazmi Faiz Mansour, he carries a lot of responsibility today. He's the creative replacement for the suspended Leandro Velasquez, and JOHOR will miss their Argentine. But we are now all set to go. Bergson de Silva gets us underway. Jordi Amat with his first touch in a JOHOR shirt. Knocks it out to Matty Davis down the line. Good strong challenge from the Danish Alexander Scholz. Scholz is there once again. The third time, that'll be a throw-in to JDT. Nacho Inter. We'll be hoping that he has fully recovered from his injury. Jordi Amat brings a ton of experience, the 30-year-old. And Inter. It's too much over the top of Matthew Davis, Malaysian international with 37 caps. And there's the relatively new coach, Hector Vidoglio. Argentine born, but a former Venezuelan international coach. Came in a surprise change. Benjamin Mora, who got them to this stage, left the club for personal reasons, and that was a shot over Ricardo Rodriguez, the 48-year-old Spanish coach in charge of the home team. The Bear Corbinon strides forward, wins the free kick. Sakai, a little bit too tough on the back. Forestieri, Bergson, Forestieri, taken off his toes. That's given away. Harry Feynman might fancy a shot here, and it's seen late and parried away by Nishikawa. Well, that was very careless from Yoshio Kazumi, and Arif only had one thing on mind, and it caused a problem for the goalkeeper. A bit of swing in there, and that's not the most convincing from Nishikawa, who is a former Japan international goalkeeper. Corner taken, looking for Shane Lowry. Oh, Amat was in there quickly. Corner taken short. Nazmi out to Nacho Inter, changing the angle of attack. Arif to the byline, dealt with competently by Alex Ito. There's Nacho, tries to put a ball in for Arif to chase, but he was a little bit on his heels. Right start though from Johor. Fernando Forestieri has had a big impact in his first season, but there's the main man. 25 goals in all competitions, 17 goals in 12 league games. Forestieri holds the ball up well. Oh, that might break. Farizal just has to hurry. Shane Lowry. Farizal starting position at the edge of his penalty area. Picks up the loose ball. Atsuki Matsuo leading the line for Urawa. Cheryl Saad. Not the best ball in. Cheryl clears his lines more convincingly that time. Bergson forces the error there from Schultz. Good tackling back from Okubo. Amat in very, very quickly there on Kazumi. Throw into Johor. Teams just testing each other out at the moment. One or two physical challenges going in. Urawa seeing if Johor are up to the battle. So far, the answer is yes. Farizal, comfortable with the ball at his feet. Looks for the Bear Corbinon. Good challenge from Sakai. That'll break. Flag stayed down. Lowry has to be careful. And is. But only picks out Sakai. Iwanami. 19 is Ken Iwao, who will play at the base of the midfield for Urawa. A very good home record, only 40 defeats in the last 42 games at this venue. Sakai fizzes one across the goal, and that's good defending by Cheryl Saad. Sakai was looking to Akubo at the far post. Here Kubo just comes in to shot them, but Johor back defending their 6-yard line box very well. Sakai, 70 international caps, and a really good career, predominantly currently with Marseille. Overlapping fullback one side, or Harter will do the same on the other. 6 red shirts in around the penalty area. Johor going man for man. Ken Iwao. So individual responsibilities. Johor are a big side. First corner from Iwao, met by Bergs at the near post. Iwao will have a second chance. Gets the cross in. It's not confidently dealt with, and oh, there may well be a penalty. A penalty against Faris Al-Malias. He didn't deal with the first cross in. It'll also be a yellow card for the international goalkeeper. He was just a little bit late on the challenge on Matsuo. No real distance on the initial header and punch, and then when that comes in, Matsuo gets the ball. Farizal is up in the air but catches the man, and that is an early penalty for URAWA. And a yellow card for the veteran captain. Chris Beath having no doubts whatsoever. And it's going to be Alexander Schultz to step forward. Farizal, is he able to atone? Eight-minute penalty for URAWA Reds. Alexander Schultz, 4 goals in the J-League. Schultz sends Farizal the wrong way, and it's the perfect start for URAWA Reds. Farizal went right. Coolly done by Schultz. His 5th goal of the campaign. And Ricardo Rodriguez very happy. Farizal is late. He's in the air, but he catches his man. And I don't think there's any real discussion, but a frustrating goal for JDT to concede. They didn't deal with the initial cross. And Farizal, the captain, is also on a yellow card. Yodi. Lowry. This is one wide out to Arif Ayman. Arif. Nacho's cross. That's a little flick off the head of Iwanami. Moving on with a long throw. Yodi tries to attack it, comes out to Nazmi. That's blocked. Again, real pace and fizz from Yasuki Matsuo. Showing Larry a clean pair of heels there. Sakai hoists it forward, that's comfortable for Sharrell. Sakai then jumps over Forestieri. Akubo. Trying to play the busy Matsuo through. This will break through to Nazmi. A little bit short for Forestieri. He's strong enough to win it back though. Another muscular challenge from Sakai. Amat. Nacho. Arif Ayman seeing plenty of the ball early on. Bergson. And Alexander Schultz for company. Davis. On to Cheryl Sard. Immediately under pressure. Lowry, though, can drive forward. And then the Australian doesn't quite get his angles right. And O'Hara can let that one run out. Across the face of his own goal, on to Alexander Schultz, who scored the early penalty. It gives the home designated away side the early lead. Flag stayed down, and Akubu was racing forward. Davis was able to keep up with him, and now the flag goes up. It looked offside, but assistant referee, Beecham. There's a good yard, plus offside. Yodi Amat. Nacho Windsor. A little bit aimless. Bergson would like a little bit more accuracy to his feet. It's easily picked up by Schultz. There's Nishikawa. 36 years of age now, veteran. Long ball over the top, and Sakai can chase. Sakai looks inside for Matsuo. Lowry the space available, but first into the second ball. Okobu. Iwao. O'Hara. Had a lot of draws in their matches so far this season, Urawa. They're just beginning to hit a little rich vein of form. They actually followed a friendly match they had with Paris Saint-Germain. First chance for Moberg Karlsson. And the Swede is not far away. That's an inventive effort from David Moberg Karlsson. Signed from Sparta Prague for this season. Whoa. This will be the angle that shows us exactly how close that was to a spectacular second. Just dips. Sard just lifts it up for Bergson. Arif, strong enough. Nazmi, Arif. Looking for support in the middle. He's arriving late from Bergson, but it's well dealt with. Tomoyaki Okubu can come forward. Okubu will have some support. Moberg Karlsson's made a great run down this right-hand side. And they're trying to pick out the Swede. Moving on. Is there, Forestieri loses out to Sakai. 32 now, Sakai, but as energetic as ever. Lovely ball angled in! Oh! And that is off Cheryl Sard. He's actually gone for a goal kick. Matsuo perhaps wasn't brave enough here. If he's shown full commitment, wafts a left foot at it, and anything a little bit more convincing, and that's 2-0. Great ball in from Sakai. Just a touch from Cheryl to take it away from Matsuo. There's a physicality about Urawa. Seeing them win most 50-50s. Lowry, Bergson uses his arms to hold off Iwanami, then tries to spread it out to Arif Ayman, the 20-year-old, who's had a stellar season. Arif looks for the byline, and then tries to get in. Referee Chris Beath pulled out to Forestieri. It came at the Italian at a rate of knots, but there was Arif Ayman doing a great job down that right-hand side. Warning there for URAWA. And a good response from Hector Midolio's team to going a goal behind. It's a round of 16 match in the eastern zone of the AFC Champions League. Two-time champions URAWA looking to join Jombuk, BG Pathum United and Vissel Kobe in the quarterfinals. The draw for the quarterfinals will take place tomorrow. Johor doing their best to cause a bit of an upset. Here's Sakai once again. Just leans it inside to Ito. Kazumi, oh, that's a clear block, and that'll be a yellow card for Matt Davis. Delightful movement off the ball, though. Akobu had made the drive forward, as had Matsuo, and Koizumi picked him out. Just have a look at this. The first run was stopped, and then Akubo accelerated through, and Davis becomes the second Johor player to see yellow. Rescued, I think, from something worse by the fact Shahrazad was adjacent to him. But the danger by no means over. Free kick in a really, really dangerous area. David Mobile Carlson looks like he fancies this. Ken Iwau's also there. Well, there could be a blunderbuss from Takuya Iwanami. Centre of goal, enough to lift it over that group of 6 tall men. We've already seen what David Moberg Carlson can do with his left foot. Iwao, right foot. They're the options now. Moberg Carlson. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. 19 minutes gone. URAWA showing genuine pedigree. Even though it's on the goalkeeper's side, this is a wonderful strike, top corner. Barely a yard off his line, Farizal, and that's arrowed in off the post. A Schultz penalty. Moberg Carlson, wonder free kick. And what was already a huge task for Johor Darul Taksim, he's now the tallest of mountains. 2-0 inside 20 minutes. Bergson wants the free kick, doesn't get it. Here's Arif. Fabulous free kick. And Arif's given the ball away. Amat is blocking off his man. And indeed, the referee has seen it and will, at the very least, have a word with the debutant. It's the movement off the ball that has caught Johor a couple of times now. Atsuko Ito is carrying on his run through, and Yodi has just seen him off. No yellow card. A 24-year-old who signed from university. Lamat, I think, can find himself just a little bit fortunate not to see yellow there. Iwanami on to Sakai. Lowry's header. Charles eases it forward, looks for Forestieri. Eventually reaches the Italian. Nacho Inter. Can't take it in his stride because there's excellent covering coming in. That's from Okubo, the left winger, tracking back on the midfielder. Of Matsuo. Drags Charles out to the centre. Then looks to the back post where Ito was there. Good powerful header from Ito. Levert Corbinong having to do well defensively. And then Corbinong is caught. Wanted the free kick, doesn't get it. Sakai with the throw. Kubo's movement once again. Corbinong hacks it forward. Iwanami. Nazmi. Forestieri. Nazmi. Fernando Forestieri. Good strength to hold off the challenge. Bergson. Forestieri ahead of him. Bergson surrounded by red shirts. Goes down, no free kick. Complaints from the Johor bench. They feel one or two things are going against them. David Moberg, that wonder free kick, still fresh in the memory. Again, great movement from Akubu. All left foot, the 24-year-old. This is Matsuo. Ito. They're in a position now where if they can control the pace of the game, Urawa can control the rest of this match. Schultz. Iwao. Walking pace for him. Schultz. Powerful challenge from Matty Davis. Shot coming in from Akubo. Fireman had the early shot that was poured away by Nishikawa, and then he got to the byline to set up Forestieri, but the goals have come at the other end, and it could have been a third as well for Matsuo. AFC Champions League, round of 16. All matches being held in Saitama of two venues, but one city. Chalsard lifts it up, finds Bergson de Silva. Ito covers well. Nacho Inter picks up the loose ball. Bergson onto Jordi Amat. Levert Corbinong. Amat and Nacho. Davis. Closing down. Davis, it was a slightly errant first touch, and Kazumi was immediately onto him. Forestieri has to come deep. There's Nazmi fires Mansour onto Bergson. Little dink over the top from Bergson. Nice idea, but Forestieri had gone too early. Bidolio, the big call to bring in Jordi Amat for this match. I think Fazail and Hongwan have been the favourite central midfield pairing. Lovely ball over the top, finds Okubo. Flag stays down. Johor look over, expecting something. Kazumi. Sakai. Moberg. Amat steps in. This is Forestieri. First touch not the best. And good defensive work from Ohata. And Johor are finding that if there's any problem with their first touch, they're immediately under pressure. As the decibel level is raised once again by the URAWA hordes away to our left. Okubo, just couldn't get there. Arif got an important touch. Sakai, such a formidable presence down that right-hand side. Yodi Amat does well. Once it's a red shirt that comes out with the ball. Wilbert Carlson. Wilbert Carlson. Well played by Lever Corbinong, born in London, but he's another with Malaysia international caps, 19 of them. A couple of goals as well, but he's up against a real player. Wilbert Carlson and Sakai. Corbinong caught Sakai late, and the referee has seen it. He's given the free kick. Again, it's fair enough. Though the cross had gone, he was late into the challenge, Corbinong. Chris Beath, again, not producing a card. Already, Faraz Al-Malias is in the book. Matty Davis is in the book. Five red shirts looking to attack this. There's a line of 7 to defend, and Corbinong does so successfully. Iwao will let that one run out. Well, Johor travelled with so much optimism. That early goal, the penalty, really rather punctured the balloon, and then that won the free kick. As the URAWA fans jumping and dancing and singing, not that they need an awful lot of encouragement to do so. Corbinong finds Bergson. Farizal. See the pressure immediately they're put under Machiyasuki Matsuo. Whereas they'd like to have some control of the football when they come out, there's always pressure. This time Forestieri puts pressure on Nishikawa. Iwanami. Schultz. Ohata. Davis to Farizal. The back of a 6-0 win at the weekend, URAWA Reds. So they found their form. Ohata Just keeps it in play. Forestieri, just a little bit too much pressure on his back. 30 minutes gone. Johor Darul Taksim 0. Urawa Reds 2. AFC Champions League round of 16. As they say, 2-0 can be one of those awkward leads to defend. You concede one and suddenly the pressure turns onto you. That's got to be high on the agenda for the visitors, Johor. Saying that, Urawa pinging the ball about very, very nicely. Oberg Carlson. Kubo allowed to float, but he's given the ball away to Forestieri. Driven into Bergson. Nacho Insa. And then Bergson is intercepted. Kozumi, 3 ahead of him. Kozumi once again. Really very comfortable in possession and very physical in the way they win it back, Urawa. Ito does well. Moberg. Kazumo. Oh, Sakai was a metre away from getting on the end of a delicious ball in from Yoshio Kazumi. Just have a look at the awareness here. Sakai makes his run. Oh, it's a delightful reverse pass in from Kazumi. %55 of the ball. It feels a lot more somehow. Comfortable for Iwanami. Sakai, Moberg. Shalsard. He's had to make a couple of very important interceptions in the centre-back position. He's the middle of the back three. He's got Davis and Lowry either side of him. Arif Ayman and Lever Corbinong providing the width. Iwanami. Akubu. Just drifting into space to pick up that loose pass was Yoshio Kazumi. I think he's rather enjoying himself. Only in his second full season with the club, having signed from Ryuko. Picks out a lovely pass to Iwao, onto Ito. Lovely fluent one-touch football from Urawa. Robert Carlson to Sakai, 3 in the middle for Sakai to pick out. Davis is there first, pushing the back. But there was an overload as Sakai came down one side. Johor were found short at the back. Just have a look at that, as Ito drifted in, there was a spare man over. This is Johor Darul Taksim's 11th match against Japanese opposition in Asian club competition. I'll hold off because Bergson's on a driving run. Foot was a little bit high. Referee Beef happy with that. Inter, Forestieri breaks to Nazmi Faiz. Forestieri, little dink over the top. Bergson goes down, but it was his push first. Coming together, he says. Well, there's not a lot in it. Yumu Ohata, chosen at left back. Can play in midfield, 21-year-old. This mixture of youth and experience is a Harter will need a new shirt at half-time. Davis just helps it on. That'll break back to Iwao. Iwao provides the experience in midfield, 34 years of age. He's just the glue. He's the one who lets the young pups go and do their work. Nishikawa happy to just let the ball stand dead. Sakai wins the ball ahead of Corbinong. That's a heavyweight battle down this right-hand side. Sakai and Corbinong. Forestieri, little nutmeg. Davis, Arif Ayman. Noticeably closer mark by Ohata. He's got free a couple of times. Here's Nazmi Faiz. So difficult the job he's been given, replacing Leandro Velasquez, the Argentine suspended. Nazmi. Corbinong. Nazmi again. Shane Lowry, Australian to Sharrell Sard, on to Matt Davis, two Malaysian internationals. Arif, and that will go out of play. Arif stayed on his feet there. I think if he'd gone down, he might have picked up a free kick. Back to Nishikawa, and again, bags of time for the 36-year-old to pick out a lovely pass. Oh, what a good touch from Moberg. And he looks inside. Sharrell Sard read the intention. Moberg read Sharrell Sard's intention. Akubu. Matsuo. Sharrell's clearance. Matsuo again. Comes to the back post. 3-0. Moberg Carlson passes into the top corner. And it's like futsal out there for Urawa Reds. They're picking their passes. The movement off the ball is delightful. This one comes back, but just look at the movements at the back post. And the pull back, and Moberg Carlson is there to strike home his 12th goal of the season, his 4th goal of AFC Champions League. And that, you fear for Johor, is that. Kazumi with the assist, Lowry with the desperate challenge, but nonchalantly put in by David Moberg Carlson. 3-0. We've got to say it's a lovely goal. Nazmi, Ito tracks back, Bergson. Arif, just too far ahead of Arif Ayman. Bergson dropped to his knees. Difficult task for the new man. In possession, and now they've got a man over once again. Moberg Carlson wants it to the back post, and Moberg Carlson can't quite complete the hat-trick, but another thrilling raid. Tomoyaki Akubo, but it came from a moment in midfield where Kazumi sold an outrageous dummy to Sharrell Sard, and then there was the overlap. That's the man who's producing so many difficult moments. URAWA showing Johor the respect that coach Ricardo Rodriguez said they would. But they're doing it by playing some scintillating football. And then Farizal blasts one out wide. Surgery required on the touchline. Davis, Arif. Ahata, too good to read the dummy from Arif. Strong enough to withstand the challenges of both Arif Ayman and get the throw-in off Bergson de Silva. Well, Johor Darul Taksim making a little bit of history by reaching the knockout stages. I think they're seeing that no matter how ambitious they are, there's still a lot of work to do to reach the ability levels that we're seeing from URAWA. Davis, a muscular challenge, needs to be careful. He's on a yellow card, Matt Davis. Akubu, twinkle toes. Sakai was trying to play in Moberg Carlson, who's on a hat-trick now, of course. Nothing really on for Farizal Marias. He hoisted forward. Bergson beaten by Sakai. Landed really badly on the base of his back, and also, I suspect, onto the inadvertent boot of Bergson. Small of his back, free kick. Big, strong, tough man, though, as he's shown throughout his career. Shahril Saad. Even that is perilously close to being too short. Right then, Nazmi, long range. Would need to be spectacular to beat Nishikawa from there. He's got a throw in from it. Urgency from Nazmi. Arif, Davis. Arif closed down, but the 20-year-old strong enough to win it back. But then just look at the body shape of Ken Iwao. Gets in front of Nacho Inter. Kazumi. He's been wonderful to watch, the little number 8. Finding those little half spaces. Shahril Saad just gets an important toe in. Moberg. Ito spreads it out wide to Akubo. Akubo inside Davis. No penalty, but there's still a chance as that's blocked. And Moberg Carlson denied the hat-trick. Johor Darul Taksim grimly holding on to half-time to avoid any more damage. Bergson's cushion. Yudi Amat. Plays rather gone past Yudi Amat on debut. Lowry. Just hoisted in by Nazmi. And Bergson needs to be a lot more subtle than that. Alexander Schultz has seen quite a bit in the Belgian league. Nearly 100 appearances for Standard Liège from the Danish central defender. No communication to say he had time. Then again, it is rather noisy out there. Into the final 30 seconds. Is there a consolation? Forestieri. Corbinong on his heels. And the URAWA Reds will have this free kick and can look back on a first 45 minutes that has gone better than they could possibly have imagined. A terrific double from David Mobile Carlson. An early penalty from Alex Schultz. Faraz Almarlias yellow carded in conceding that early penalty. Nishikawa got away with a hairy moment himself early on. But it's the hordes of URAWA fans, the red and black, the Reds, who have got complete control of this round of 16 match. At half-time, it's JOHOR Darul Taksim trailing URAWA Red Diamonds by 3-0. A very warm welcome back to the Saitama Stadium. AFC Champions League round of 16. And the side playing at their home stadium, but the designated away side, URAWA Reds, come out to polite applause from their fans. They lead 3-0 at half-time against the 8-time Malaysian champions Johor Darul Taksim. 3 goals, 2 of them wonderful quality, scored by David Mobile Carlson. One a free kick in off the post, and one a beautiful team goal that was converted by a little pass into the net from Mobile Carlson. And that followed an early penalty conceded by Faris Al-Malias, the Johor Darul Taksim goalkeeper. And the one thing Johor could not afford to do was get off to a poor start, and that's exactly what they did. It gives Ricardo Rodriguez the luxury of being able to introduce 3 substitutes at the start of this second half. He's already thinking of Monday's quarter-final. The draw will take place tomorrow. Jeonbuk from Korea, Vissel Kobe, who won here last night against Yokohama, and PG Pathum United, who had a fabulous 4-0 victory today over Kitchi from Hong Kong. Have a look out for Iksan Fandi's bullet of a goal as a highlight of the day, although that might have been superseded by the free kick that David Mobile Carlson scored. There are the 3 substitutes that are about to be introduced. 25, Keito Yasui. 15, Takahiro Akimoto. And 33, Matara Ezaka. And this really is to just make sure that there are no injuries ahead of Monday's quarterfinals. Got a great record in this competition, URAWA Reds. Twice they've won it, in 2007 and 2017, both in front of their own fans. And runner-up in 2019 as well. They've only won the J-League itself once. So their form in the AFC Champions League really marks them out as something just a little bit special.
30 seconds.
Match referee Chris Beath, who's wielded the yellow card on 2 occasions for a couple of indiscretions by Johor players. Could have given Lever Corbinong and Yodi Amat a yellow as well, but has tried to let the game flow as much as he possibly can. Johor make their way out. Their attitude must be to win this 45 minutes. You never know, you score one, you can change a game. It is a huge, huge ask. The changes, Ito is out. Akubu is out. And Ahata as well. Keito Yasui will come into the heart of midfield. Akimoto will go to left back. As for Johor Darul Taksim, no changes from them. The 11 who started are being asked to try to dig themselves out of this chasm of a hole that they have got. Bergson de Silva scored 25 goals in all competitions this season, a remarkable 17 in 12 league games. Johor desperately need him to score at least one. URAWA get us underway, going right to left. 3 changes made, 3 goals to the good. Hiroki Sakai lets that one run past him. Iwanami hooks it forward. Davis under pressure. That's not going to change. Kazumi's done well. The first involvement for Ezaka. Runs through to Faris Al-Malias. Here's Shahril Saad, Malaysian international, on to Matt Davis. Arif Ayman, who's probably the pick of the Johor players in the first half. Amat. Inter. way. He doesn't take defeat well, Bergson de Silva. The central midfielder was just... there's nothing in that. Bergson's got every right just to use his power. So Urawa, they've got Nishikawa in goal, a back four of Sakai, Iwanami, Schultz, and now Akimoto. Sakai fizzes one forward for Matsuo. Real pace. A reluctant centre forward, but he does it so well. Here's Akimoto. In midfield, they've got Yazui and Iwao. Up front, Matsuo with Robert Carlson and Azaka providing the width. And Kozumi providing the magic from number 10. Wearing number 8, but a genuine number 10. Here's Bergson. Johor. Faraz Al-Malias in goal. The back three of Matt Davis, Cheryl Sard and Shane Lowry. The width provided on the right by Arif Ayman and Leverko Binong on the left. Yori Amat and Nacho Insa in the middle. Here is Nacho. Nazmi Faye is in the number 10 role. Fernando Forestieri and Bergson de Silva up top if Johor can get any kind of service to the dynamic front duo. The 12th man for Urawa. The noise coming from the bank of seats away to our left as once again Matsuo. Oh, what wonderful creative play. Akimoto! Straight down the throat of Farizal. But the movement of Yosuke Matsuo has caused so many problems for Johor's central defenders. Here's Matsuo once again. Little nutmeg through Davis. Wins the corner off Cheryl Sard. And applause rings around the Saitama. Ken Iwao goes over to take what will be the fourth corner of the game for Urawa. Six in the penalty area. Iwanami goes to the back post. Robert Carlson causing a problem for Farizal. It is flicked on. Robert Carlson just can't get there, and it rather got under the body of Alex Schultz. Iwanami, the last to get up from the scrum. Again, it's well worked. Johor have problems dealing with it. Amat spreads it out wide to Matt Davis. He's got Arif ahead of him. Here is Arif. Will try to take on Akimoto if he possibly can. Nacho, Davis. Again, as he takes his first touch, the closing down was already being done by Urawa's front three. Corbinong onto Bergson. The Brazilian looks for Forestieri. Closed down though by Schultz. David Moberg. Yodi Amat. Tough debut for Yodi Amat. Arif skins Akimoto. Still going forward, Arif Ayman. Now tries to take on Alexander Schultz. That's a little bit more difficult. He's got real belief in his own ability, Arif Ayman. Akimoto's header. Davis finds Arif. Again, just how quickly closing down by Kozumi. It is as though the Urawa players are a yard, sometimes 2 yards ahead of Johor. Breaking away once again. Faisal clutches gratefully under pressure from Matsuo. Nacho Inter, Spanish born but eligible to play for Malaysia, so not part of the foreign contingent. Here's Lever Corbinong, thumping challenge from Hiroki Sakai. Now it's changes for Johor. Matt Davis going to come off. Yodi Amat will drop into the back four. And locally born Ramadan Saifullah will come on. And the other change, Afiq Fazel on for Nazmi Faiz Mansour. Here is Jordi. He's more comfortable in that midfield position. He was asked to do a job. Izako is in quickest. And there's a clash of legs there. Once again, Ken Iwao has put himself into a physical confrontation with Bergson de Silva. He slips, and it's more accidental than anything from Bergson, who also is feeling the pain. The Brazilian offers a hand of friendship. Well, he's used 3 of his substitutes, and he wants to avoid injuries ahead of Monday. That'll be what he's thinking. Johor will be hoping beyond hope that 1 goal will come, and that might spark something remarkable. There's a yellow card for Afiq Fazel, and I think that's for coming on without permission when he came on as a substitute. I don't think he received the permission, so it's a technical yellow for Afiq Fazel. Chris Beath, the 37-year-old, who'll be off to the World Cup finals in Qatar. He's actually got a really good CV, Chris Beath. He's already done the Olympics and the AFC Asian Cup and the World Club Cup. Iwao gets up bruised, but happy to go on. And happy to take on possession. Akimoto. Bergson closes down. Schultz. Kazumi. Afiq Fazel. Oh! He had a nervous look there at referee Beath. He's just picked up a yellow card. Iwanami. Top. Zakar, and going into the near post was Matsuo. Just came at him a little bit quick. Yazui it was who got down the right-hand side. Sprinting from midfield, he gets beyond Shane Lowry, and that's not the worst ball. Yodi Amat will have to be on his toes. Amat. Cleverly done by Matsuo. Man of the match contender along with Kozumi. Building a team that's very, very easy on the eye is Ricardo Rodriguez. Bit of space for Forestieri. Nobel Carlson chases back. Inter instantly under pressure. And the angles of the pressure are good as well. Oh, Jordi played it forward. Charles didn't take the initiative. Arif Ayman was looking for space. Arif has a second chance. He's been the best of the Johor players. Doesn't get the decision there. Koizumi. Here's Afik. Shalsad. Bergson. Afik. Nacho Inter. Again, great closing down. That one's by Yuzui. On to Matsuo. The intention was from Oboy Carlson. Akimoto recovers well. Arif, 2 in the penalty area, but that's rather hopeful from Arif Ayman. And then Nacho put under pressure by Matsuo, who's been absolutely outstanding. Shane Lowry. Forestieri, closed down by 2. There just is no space. Any error on the ball, and there's a Rara shirt there snapping at the heels. Kozumi. Sakai. Iwanawi. Zaka. Too much on that for Sakai. But he'll make Lever Corbinong work hard. Here's Ramadan Saifullah. Bergson loses the battle against Iwanami. Streetwise and muscular when they need to be. Creative and impudent and fast-moving at other times. As Ozaka looks inside to Matsua. He's only got 2 goals, Matsuo, in the J-League season anyway. Nacho. Happy to hit on the break. Plenty of red shirts back. Only pushing 3, maximum 4 players forward when they do attack. As Ramadan finds Arif Ayman. 2 young Malaysians will benefit from this occasion. Afik Fazail. Nacho Inter. Ramadan Saifullah. Shane Lowry. The Aussie out wide to Lever Corbinong, back onto Lowry. Hoists it up, and Nishikawa will pick those up all day. Bergson gives kind of a thumbs up, and then tells Shane Lowry the ball he really wanted. Nishikawa had some work to do early on. Oh, that's a difficult one for the goalkeeper. And then it might break to Forestieri. Off the line by Iwanawi. Alert defending by the centre-back after some pretty careless defensive work. And a little bit of hope perhaps for Johor Darul Ta'zim. Bergson. That's more comfortable for Nishikawa. But the closest Johor have come to breaking the deadlock, and it's a loose back pass. And then the header is poured into Fernando Forestieri, and the Italian. Did he have time for a touch, or it bounces up awkwardly for him? And Iwanami is there to boot the ball off the line. Afik Fazail finds Ramadan. Forestieri. The Italian, he's got 13 goals in all competitions. Lovely ball in, looks for Bergson. Schultz's header. And Sakai completes the job. Ramadan. It's an honourable response by Johor Darul Taksim. Would have been so easy just to lose your head at 3-0 down, give up the ghost. Here's Nishikawa. Although with this group of players and with this club, the progress they've made, AFC Cup winners in 2015, comfortably the best team in Malaysia. A little bit of keep ball now from Urawa. Yazui. Akimoto. Bit of space for the left back. But he doesn't want to drive into it. Yazui. Onto the magician Kozumi. Akimoto. Kozumi. Lifts it over the top. Onto the roof of the net. He's a gifted boy. Yoshio Kozumi. Lovely movement. You know what, that's deliberate. That's not a cross that's gone wrong. That is a deliberate attempt to go into the far corner. Sakai under pressure from Forestieri. And Sakai, big and strong and experienced. Another change being planned by Coach Rodriguez. Akimoto. 3 in the penalty area, he comes short. Osaka, and that will be a corner kick. Shane Lowry having to stick as close as he possibly could to Arturo Osaka. And the excellent Yoshio Kozumi. His night is done. Takehiro Sakine comes on. Round of applause around the stadium for Yoshio Koizumi. Corner number 5 of the contest for Urawa. Iwao. Lowry heads clear. Afik Fazail wins that battle. Forestieri's touch just lets him down. Sakine is first there. And then Yoshio, but Forestieri can break. He's rather isolated, Forestieri. Ramadan Saifullah with him, still Forestieri. Hits the floor, wants a penalty. He's not going to get one. And instead the foul goes against Ramadan Saifullah. I'm sure the guys in the VAR will have a look at that. That's an interesting one. That is an interesting one. He's on his way down. He's thrust his leg out. You can imagine that being given as a free kick elsewhere on the pitch, but it would be an incredibly harsh penalty. No check ongoing. Chris Beef not interested. Iwanami closed down. Schultz, Akimoto. It's over Amat, and the break is on. Just too far ahead from Matsuo. Azaka was busting a gut to get to the far post. Very Japanese atmosphere when Johor are in possession. An eerie whistling sound goes around the stadium. Arif, touch not perfect, so he doesn't retain possession. Yordi Ahmet. There's a late foul, late challenge gone in there. And Yordi hasn't played a lot of football since he signed for Johor. Might be feeling just a little bit of cramp, particularly as he started in the central midfield area and was chasing shadows for most of the first 45 minutes. Well, it's a long way to come to see your team trailing by 3-0 with 3/4 of the game gone. But they've seen some glorious times, those Johor fans, and all glory will come. Eddie Bidolio's got a Malaysia FA Cup final to look ahead to. That's an occasion when Johor take on Terengganu. Urara, they've got a League Cup semi-final against Cerezo to look forward to. And they want to be careful that they look after their players. Matsuo is down hurt, and he's been so outstanding, Matsuo. That is not a player you want to lose. The trailing leg from Shane Lowry. The right leg gets the ball. Lowry was trying to be nice. I don't think Yusuke Matsuo was particularly appreciative. Movement again, Sakine. Corbinong is there. Iwao rises highest. Mizaka. Obel Carlson, he's had a couple of sniffs for the hat-trick. I'm sure he'd like a hat-trick. Schultz. Surging run from the Dane. Lowry hacks it clear. Double change about to be made by Johor Darul Taksim. Shami Safari. A full-back, stroke wing-back, is about to come on for Yordi Amat. And Safari Rashid also coming on for Arif Ayman, who had a fine hour. So a bit of reorganisation required. Levere Corbinong may well drop into a central defensive position. Again, just movement of the ball. Sakine looks for the nutmeg. Shahrul Saad is there. Breaks out to Alexander Schultz, who fires waywardly into the noisy group of Urara fans behind that goal. Corbinong. Here is Safawi. Akimoto does well. Safari Rashid. Shami can't quite get there. And there's a break on the far side, but Sakine just keeps possession. Akimoto. Iwao. Ball driven in. Lowry thunderous challenge. Here's Afik Fazale. Nacho. Shami Safari. Out wide if he wants him. It's all a little bit tight, but Afik retains possession. Lowry. Corbinong. Change of shape for Johor with those changes. They've actually gone to a back four. Ramadan Saifullah just catches his man. Nacho Inter may have talked himself into the book here. He's walking away, and that's silly from Nacho Inter. It's a yellow card for his reaction to the free kick being given against him. So he joins Afik Fazale, Matt Davis and Faraz Al-Malias in Mr. Beath's naughty book. Space for Izaka and for Akimoto. The Reds are just ghosting into positions where Johor are just chasing shadows. Schultz out wide to Iwanami. The early goal clearly had a massive effect on JDT. Nonetheless, it's been fabulous. Robert Carlson onto his left foot. Corbinong has done well defensively against him. Fabulous 2 goals though. The free kick was a gem. As Ramadan finds Corbinong. Itza. Lowry. Forestieri playing from a little bit deeper now. Johor chasing a consolation. Safawi cuts inside, but Sakine read the intention from Safawi. He's got a reputation in the AFC Champions League, scored a couple of cracking goals. Bergson, who scored 6 in this competition so far, all in the group phase. And then he's closed down by Sakine, who's done an effective job there. Azaka loses out to Afik Fazale. Bergson. Right then, Ramadan Saifullah. Afik. Safawi onto his left foot. That'll go all the way through to Nishikawa. Hopeful claims for a penalty for a handball by Safawi. Again, Mr. Beath not at all interested in the claim. Already through to the Eastern Region quarter-finals. Jeonbuk from Korea, Vissel Kobe of Japan, and BG Pathum United from Thailand. The winner of this match will join them in a draw. Takes place tomorrow. Moberg Carlson might break to Sakine. Still Sakine. Moberg Carlson denied, but from an offside position. And Farazal celebrates his big save. And a chance to give some minutes to a returning from injury Kasper Juncker. And deserved applause for Yosuke Matsuo. He's led the Johor rearguard a merry dance in the 75 minutes he's been on. Deserves the bear hug he gets. And Carsten Juncker comes on. Very different kind of centre forward, but an effective one nonetheless. Former Danish under-21 international Juncker. will do the closing down on Shahril Saad. Afik, Nacho. No room to move for Shami Safari. He's done well to find Safawi. Afik and Safawi. Johor's Malaysia players can use this experience maybe to their advantage when they play in the AFC Asian Cup. Still to be decided where that will take place, the Asian Cup, but Malaysia qualifying. And aware that they're up against teams like Japan and no current internationals from this URAWA side. Akimoto. Here's Nishikawa. It is keep ball. And confidence to drive forward from Schultz. His penalty opened the scoring. Shahril Saad under pressure. Juncker a little bit aggressive. Got ball and man. Showed a real turn of speed there as well, Carsten Juncker. Shahril Saad, long and a little bit aimless. Sakai. The Swede, Moberg Karlsson. Guides it in. And Juncker! Farizal out quickly. A couple of big saves from the Malaysian international in the last 5 minutes. Edge of the box, Azaka. Lari smothers it. Bergson holds off Iwanami. Shami Safari. Akimoto in aggressively on the side of Safari. He put a leg out and was caught. The home crowd making the designated away side, giving them a real extra advantage. There's real pressure right the way throughout the game by the crowd. They've really played their part. Inter finds Safawi. But round the corner for Forestieri, well shadowed by Alexander Schultz. 29-year-old showing real alertness and experience there. Juncker. Corbinong doing just enough. Final 10 minutes. Johor Darul Taksim can look back on their AFC Champions League journey with real pride. 2 victories over Ulsan Hyundai, including the thrilling, never to be forgotten, last-second winner at the Sultan Ibrahim Stadium. They'll take great memories from this. They've beaten the one-time powerhouse Guangzhou comfortably. There's still a lot to learn against quality Japanese sides. That'll be the lesson they take away as Ramadan gives the ball away. Sakai. Moberg Karlsson. Nacho Inter. Looks like he's on his last legs at the moment. He's worked so terrifically hard. Akimoto. Possessional stats in the first half. 55-45 in favour of URAWA. Probably be pretty similar in this second stanza as well. Inter, Bergson, looking for respectability. They've regained a little bit of pride with their second half display, Johor. Bergson, gosh, Nishikawa was worried, and this will tell us how close it was. Oh, it's not far, is it? It just moves away at the last second. Outclassed in the first half, they've very much been on level pegging in the second, Johor. URAWA, though, looking like they're set, but there is still time. Ramadan, and that's easy for Nishikawa. Communication, even in the noise here, you could hear Nishikawa barking his orders. The experience is there. Going into the weekend in good heart, URAWA Reds, through to the semi-finals of the J-League Cup on the back of a 6-0 league win. And they've got a chance to make it 4 here. It's a chance for Kasper Junker. Flag stays down, 4-0 it is. The substitute breaking the Johor rearguard. Farizal and Johor on their knees. URAWA on their way to the quarterfinals. Again, just look at the movement. He's way onside. It's a lovely ball into space. Azaka, perfect pass, and Junker's touch and finish. Neat and tidy and effective and clinical. He's coming back into form, and URAWA's whole season has a chance to explode into life. They've got a quarter-final coming up on Monday. And you can imagine, in the mood that they are, and with the home fans, they will fancy their chances against everybody. Jumbo, BG Pathum United, Vissel Kobe. They're the potential opposition. Farizal has to be careful. Picks out Shahril Saad. Bergson. Shami Safari. Is there a consolation? Is there anything? The answer from Sakine is no. Nishikawa closed down by Ramadan. The party has started early. The weekend has come early for the URAWA Reds fans. Nacho Inter. Forestieri. Inter. Shami. A little bit wayward. Iwawa is there. Yazui. And it could get worse. Lost by 5 goals to 0 against Kawasaki Frontale in the group phases, Johor, but that was very much a second string team. There's Safawi. They have missed the suspended Leandro. The injured Shamakuti is present as well in the heart of midfield, perhaps. Take nothing from URAWA. They've been top draw. Here's Ramadan. Safawi! Another one fizzes just wide. Excellent effort on the turn by Safawi Rashid. There's been several of these nearly moments. Forestieri, one off the line. Bergson, just wide. Harry Fireman's early effort, saved by Nishikawa. But defensively, the movement and fluidity of URAWA has really been too much. And there's another break on here. It's too far ahead of Yunka. Shalsad. That's a nice ball. Shami Safari. Bergson for once wasn't attacking the penalty area. And Iwao, perfect position, and makes a lovely angle for the return pass. And then looks over the top and says to Kasper Juncker, you go and take on Shahril Saad. Whether that was a cross or a shot, rather immaterial when you're 4-0 up. Game that was largely won and lost in the first 20 minutes when URAWA established a 2-goal lead. Forestieri, another one just past the post. The shots on goal attempts are mounting up for Johor, largely from distance, and Nishikawa, while he's diving, hasn't really been caused into huge action. Setting a high standard for Johor to try and maintain or to get to attain. Ambition in the club has seen them grow. To get to the knockout stages is an achievement. And you do wonder if they'd survived that opening 20 minutes or 25, whether they might have made a better fist of it, but they didn't. And therein lies the problem. Insa, Bergson looks for Shami Safari, and Schultz is there. Little surge of excitement. Azarka looks for Juncker for 5. That is poetry. It is a beautifully constructed goal by URAWA. It's too good for a game, Johor, but it's just fabulous. A fizz ball in, beautiful control. Azarka the give and go. Sakine onside. A peach of a first-time pass and a first-time finish as well. Kasper Juncker comes on as substitute and helps himself to 2 goals. Impudent flick from Izaka. Unerring finish from Juncker. 5-0. Charles-Sard and goes back to apologise. He's not tasted defeat since he took over from Benjamin Mora. As the coach, he certainly has now. Comprehensive it is as well. Ramadan eased off. Street smart. Wonderfully creative as well going forward. URAWA. Safawi. Not even a consolation looks on. Safawi will chase one. Ramadan. Safawi looks in the penalty area. There's Bergson and there's Nacho Inter coming, but Nishikawa makes a comfortable catch. And referee Chris Beach looks at his watch for one final time. Akimoto. Oh, Ramadan side Fuller. Too far ahead of Bergson. And that is the final opportunity. The Saitama Stadium rises as one to applaud URAWA Reds' progression into the quarter-finals of the AFC Champions League. Coach Fernandez was able to use his squad. It's been a sobering appearance for Hector Vidolio. 2 goals for Kasper Janka, coming on as substitute in the second half. 2 first-half goals for the Swede, David Moberg Karlsson, and 1 for Alexander Schultz from the penalty spot earlier on. Moberg Karlsson's goals, excellent. URAWA handing out an education to Johor Darul Taksim of what it's really like to play at the sharp end of Asia's premier club competition. Sakai was redoubtable when he needed to be. Johor crestfallen. They gave it their all. They were better in the second half, more competitive, but those 2 late goals give it a rather cruel final scoreline of 5-0. The goal scorers, or the goals, coming after 8, 19, 39 and 84 minutes. 3 from the Danes, 2 from the Swedes, but it was the all-round pace and versatility and vitality of URAWA Reds. They're a team on the up. You can see what the coach is trying to achieve, and they will be a real handful for whoever they draw in the quarter-final draw that takes place tomorrow. Quarter-finals take place on Monday. Johor go over to their knot of supporters to the right of the stadium. They can be proud of their efforts, they can be proud of their achievements to get this far, but this is all about URAWA Reds. This is the top end of the AFC Champions League. It's finished Johor Darul Taksim 0, URAWA Reds 5.